Yes.
This 5-minute program comes your way with good wishes of Batson and Associates, supporting health naturally. Dr. Jason Batson, good morning. Happy New Year.
Hi, good morning, good morning. Happy New Year to you as well. A happy New Year to the listeners of 103.1 FM. Always a pleasure to be in your company. I missed you guys over the holiday. So you know, yes, I hope you guys had a really good holiday. I hope you got some rest. We know we all ate a little something. You know, somebody had a pastel, somebody had some punch creme, somebody had some sorrel, some black cake. You know, a little ham. So whatever you had, you know, you would have, it's something that you don't usually and some of you all maybe had. For me, Karen, and everybody else. So it means that you would need to do a cleanse and a detox. So today's program is dedicated to discussing Santolan. Those of you who may not have heard us for quite a while, or those of you who may be listening to us for the first time, you could, of course, join us on Facebook. Pleasant good morning to our Facebook family. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. On Instagram, we are Batson and Associates TT. And on YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad, it is? Okay, good. So you all could join us there. And, you know, when we're talking about cleanse and detoxifying, a lot of persons are a bit timid. You know, they might go in the pharmacy and they get a little purge pack, or, you know, long time, a lot of people used to use tisane. So you find a lot of persons when they're talking about cleanse and detox, sometimes they are a bit, you know, they like, you know, what do I use? And that's where Santolan comes in. Now, let me just give you some information on Santolan. Santolan, which is spelled Santulan, is actually a Hindu word, and it is Hindi rather, and it actually means equilibrium or balance. That's what Santolan means, in case you didn't know. So it is a 7-channel detox, which is designed to clean or detoxify the 7 channels of elimination. Now, based on anatomy and physiology, you have 7 channels in which the body actually cleans itself. So you have your kidney, you have your colon, you have your bloodstream, you have your lymphatic system, you have your skin, your lungs. So it's kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs. Those 7 channels. And Santolan is specifically designed to clean and detoxify those channels. How so? Based on its ingredient profile and how it is prepared, it is primarily 3 tea bags that would essentially give you a gallon of tea. Now, for measurement, we know 4 liters, right? So it means that you're going to have 4 liters of tea, which you are going to put in your refrigerator. But when you're ready to drink it, we normally recommend you drink anywhere between 8 ounces or 12 ounces or maybe 16 ounces on an empty stomach. Now, what is an empty stomach? An empty stomach is anywhere between 30 minutes to 45 minutes before a meal, or anything depending on the type of meal that you may have, anywhere between maybe an hour, hour and a half, 3 hours after a meal. That is your empty stomach. So, now, one of the things that a lot of persons don't understand with Santolan is that Santolan has been, even though it is thorough and effective, it is not an aggressive cleanse. So some people may get a bit of griping as regards to when you use the Santolan. It's not something that would going to last too long, but usually when you get gripes, it is an indication that, you know, it is actually working and there are some things in there that needed removing. So, you know, that's something you want to pay very close attention to. The Santolan, some of the ingredients in Santolan, you have papaya. Those of you who know what they call pawpaw, pawpaw contains an enzyme known as papain, which is actually very good for a number of things. It is also very good for the digestive system. It has ginger in it, which again we know is a nice natural anti-inflammatory. Its combination also has blessed thistle and holy thistle, which is very good for the liver. And it also has Nigella sativia, which is actually black seed. And we know the components of black seed as it relates to health and the benefits that it has for the body and that type of thing. We usually recommend Santolan with alkagen water. And alkagen water is basically a premium alkaline water that has something in it known as ORP. Now, ORP is an acronym, my apologies, for oxidative reduction potential, which means it is an antioxidant water. Which means when you drink the water, you find a lot of people, the first thing they say, Dr. Batson, I find I'm going in the washroom often. So you find you urinate a lot more, which is a good thing, simply because the particle size of the water is much smaller, and therefore its ability to infiltrate cells and flush the body out is better as opposed to a lot of other brands that you may have out there. We usually recommend, so we're not telling you to change your water and drink alkaline water for the rest, alkagen, sorry, for the rest of your life. But what we're primarily saying is that once you're using the Santolan, and once you want to get good results or better results from your drinking water, then you should look at using the Santolan, the alkagen water, sorry. In addition to that, there's another product that we carry, because I'm looking around the realm of cleanse and detox as regards to, the time that we just, spent with family and that type of thing. And it's the beginning of the year, a lot of times persons will want to give themselves a gift of good health. I always tell persons that it's always good to start off your year being very healthy, or getting on the road to better health. Because, all of us have different goals that we set, for a number of things, financial, educational, whatever the case may be, but health-wise, that should be your greatest goal, because without your health, you can achieve nothing. So that's very, very, very important. Miss Melissa Moore on Facebook, she says, "Oh yes, that's the best water ever." So I will take that little advert there. So those telephone numbers you can get us at, and our locations. You can get us on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That is 314-9975. And those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. We are also on the corner of Ramsonwood Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Dede, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James, and Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough, Tobago. So again, let me extend a happy new year. I often tell you to have a bright and prosperous 2022. Well, I don't know how much of that you all get, because 2021 was, I don't know what's the word, and 2020 was our next year. So one of the things I could say to take care of yourself, please. We know what's going on with COVID. We have Spike, Mr. Omicron. His ability, his rate of transference is very high. Be very careful. So again, I am saying to you, look at your immune system, boost your immune system, eat properly, drink a lot of water, take your vitamin C, get your necessary requirements, because in the final analysis, regardless of what is said, what is done, your immune system is what is going to make the difference. It is going to make the difference. Keep in mind too, we do offer post-protocol treatments, and I think that's something I need to now advertise, because we are inundated with calls before we close regarding how many persons had gotten COVID, and post-COVID they wanted to, a lot of persons had long COVID, they had problems breathing. So I'm just saying that, if it is, you had COVID and you want to ensure that, apart from the natural immunity that you would have built, antibodies as a result of getting that, you may need some things to help your body to bounce back. And that's very, very important. So if you know anyone or you're looking at that, and you don't need to come into the office for that, we could have it sent on delivery, you could do a curbside pickup, something like that. Okay, and we do have delivery as well. Yes, we have a question.
Yeah, we have a question. What's your treatment for urinary tract infections?
Excuse me, UTIs. Well, if you're a person who have a persistent UTI, or it's very prevalent, you get them often, especially if you are female, you need to be very, very careful. That could be reading bad news for you later on, things like ovarian cancer and those type of things. So be very careful. The treatment protocol that we would use, I would recommend the silver or the mineral formula, which is a product that is exclusive to Batson and Associates. There's also the inflammation formula, big product. Another product that's going to help you is the cyst and fibroid formula. When this shipment is completed, when we get those, the name of the product is actually going to be uterine formula. Because what we run into, I wouldn't say we run into problems, but a lot of persons, have the misconception that the product is only for women who have polycystic ovaries and fibroids. And they don't understand it is a product that works with that entire aspect of your anatomy, endocrine system, hormonal, kidney, urinary tract, that kind of thing. So someone who has UTIs, and if you have frequent UTIs, because it's only so much antibiotics they could give you, and then the problem with the antibiotics is that, you could actually end up creating a super virus or bacteria in the system, which is just going to make matters worse. That could spread to your lungs. It could cause a lot of complications. All right, so you need to pay very close attention to that. Yes, we do have silver. Miss Carleen is asking, and we have that in all the offices. I know the delivery they'll be dropping for day today. I think they should have some in stock there. Teas, I know those of you who especially love your circulation tea, we'll be getting teas maybe in about the next week, 2 weeks. So, bear with us. We do have IT, we have we have hypertension, we have blood sugar, circulation, gastro. Those we need to get some more in stock. So once we get that, you can free call, give us a visit. You have a question?
Exercises, she has good diet, she eats well. What can cause hair loss?
Well, that's a sign of hormonal imbalance. Could be also an indication of vitamin mineral deficiency. But if she's saying she's exercising, she eats well, she could also have a problem with her intestines. Her food is not digesting properly. So my protocol for that, and again, based on cleansing and detoxifying, when was the last time you took a proper detox? Because that kind of thing, I'll tell you, that purge back in the pharmacy, then not impressed. You want something that's, like if they send CPAP down inside of the kidney, colon, bloodstream, liver, lymphatic system, skin, and your lungs, and that's where Santolan comes in. So in your case, what I would suggest you do the cleanse with the alkagen water and use the digestive balance, and you should start to see some results. If it is you need additional help, there are some things I could recommend for you to further assist that particular situation.
Here's another question for you. And this refers to carb blockers. What are your thoughts on carb blockers?
Carb blockers. So this is someone trying to lose weight. They're not specifically bad per se. What you need to be careful, because I think with carb blockers, as far as I know, generally it deals with carbs in general. So what you have to understand is that you need some level of carbs in the diet, especially for your body to utilize in terms of breaking it down, sugars, whatnot, to be later on used in the body as energy. So you don't want to be using too much carb blockers and then you're not absorbing anything from your food. Excuse me. However, you don't want to be using carb blockers and then you're eating a certain nonsense, because some of you all say, well, okay, I can sit down and eat 50 macaroni pie because I'm using a carb blocker. You don't want to do that because you're putting a lot of undue stress on the body. So, that's something that you need to pay close attention to. So what I would recommend, I'm not saying necessarily don't use it, but try and eat more sensibly. Increase your water intake, do a cleanse, use the Santolan. You can also get the advanced chlorophyll. That's also very good in helping with weight loss and maintaining healthy weight, kidney health, that type of thing. So you can also look into that as well.
Okay, so here's a question on post-COVID treatment. This is from someone who's recovered from COVID, but has suffered lung injury and experiences short breath. What treatment do you recommend?
And that's what I'm saying. You need, so and I'll tell you why I need to be very careful with that. That could reach to the point where it end up getting you to the point where you end up with things like tuberculosis. You end up with tuberculosis, asthma. You could end up with bronchitis, all these type of things. Because of a compromised lung and then constantly being infected, you're going to end up in some serious issues. So our treatment protocol for that, you're looking at the silver with the mineral formula, alkagen water. There's also a product we have called enzyme formula, very, very good product. It helps with fibrin and helping to clear up the lungs and that type of thing. Very good for people with respiratory challenges as well. So those are some of the things that you could pay attention to. Long tea is our next tea that we usually have in stock. We could always find out. And in using those, that person, in a matter of 3 to 6 months, should be back to the normal self.
Okay, 299-413, we have a question for Dr. Batson. Kindly WhatsApp the studio. This is from a 71-year-old. He has 3 blocked arteries.
Right.
2 at 90% to 175% block. What are your recommendations?
So 2 is how much block?
90%.
Wow. And the next one is 75. But the good thing about it, there are things that you could use to unblock your arteries. In order for you to have known that, you would have had to do something known as an angiogram, right? Which would have looked at, different aspects of the heart. So in overall, it means that your circulation is, you need some help. Your cardiovascular issues need some help. So you're looking at things like your Genesis, for example, which is a product that we carry. That is going to help you. Inflammation formula is also a very good product. The teas, in terms of the long tea, that's something that you could also look at getting. So those in combination are supposed to be able to give you a well enough response.
How is the inflammation formula?
Okay, so inflammation formula is just that. It is a product or a formula that is designed to treat inflammation or inflammatory response. Now we know with inflammatory response, inflammation, is the root cause of all diseases. Disease cannot, that person with the blocked arteries, inflammation in your arteries. Asthma, inflammation in your lungs. Fibroids, inflammation in your uterine passage. Prostate cancer, inflammation in your prostate. So it's a matter of maintaining or keeping at the minimal your inflammatory chemicals. Because there's something known as an ESR, which is erythrocyte sedimentation ratio, which is a blood test that actually looks at that particular issue there and could show you early signs of kidney problems. I've had too many persons come to me when the kidney was 9 and all this type. No, why is you waiting so long? You need to come early so your likelihood of living, thriving after living is not compromised. And that's a very serious thing. Okay, so let me give you these telephone numbers again, and then we'll take your calls. Telephone numbers, you can get us at 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. Those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montreal, Chagonas. We also on the corner of Ramsey Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Davie, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James, and Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough, Tobago. You have a question?
Yes, question for you. How safe is it to use colloidal silver, and how do we use it?
It's very safe. In fact, anybody who's not using that right now, they need to get their head examined. They need to check and see if you have a pulse. Because you ain't making sense. That is something supposed to be in your regime. It is very effective, exceptionally effective. As I told someone recently, go and do some research. But broaden the research and look at who is giving the information. Very, very important. But that is something that you would need and want in your house, especially now because of this COVID situation. Yes. What we have something known as colloidal silver with mineral formula. So the way colloidal silver is designed, or silver, is that silver is the most potent antibiotic in the world. Anything silver comes into contact with, it kills it. A very perfect example, some years ago in World War I, when the royal family were in bunkers, they found that because once you're in bunkers, you're below the ground, you're going to get sick because you don't have the frequency and vibration of the earth, which is what you need to sustain life. Right? So these people in the bunkers, ever so often, they would get sick, very, very sick, all sorts of things that bring the paramedics, whatever the case may be. Now, remember, we're in bunkers, right? It's war. So the royal family is also present. They found out and they realized that the royal family wasn't getting sick. The queen didn't have any problem with sniffles. The son didn't have something. So when they checked it, they realized that these people eat off of what type of utensils? Silver. So the food that they were eating, the liquids that they were drinking in the silver cup, the silver got in, and that helped in preserving their body. Well, not preserving, but it helped in maintaining a certain level of good health for a period of time. And that person was doing that unknowing to the cell. So family was doing it deliberately, where they were taking a calculated dose ever so often. That's very important. Very, very important.
So the colloidal silver that you have with the mineral, is it mineral water?
Yes.
Right. So it's something that you consume when you eat. How do you use it?
Empty stomach. So again, what I normally tell persons, if you know you get up 6 o'clock, about 6:30, you drink it. You know you go to bed 10, by 10 o'clock, you drink it. And you'll be surprised at the results that you'll get. Very good.
All right, so any questions for Dr. Batson, you can text in on 299-4103.
Very good. So one of the things I was looking at as well is we would, as it relates to cleansing and detoxifying, someone was asking about blood count. So they're saying, if it is your blood count is low, would you recommend a cleanse? And of course, the answer is no. We're going to have to build the blood count up. Females are supposed to have a blood count anywhere in the vicinity about maybe 12 to 15. Men anywhere between 12 to 17. So if your number is below that and you have problems with weakness, lightheadedness, dizziness, always feeling cold, the possibility exists. Low reading pressure, especially systolic, which is the top number, it could be an indication that you have that you're having a situation there where you need to basically address that, where you need to get some Santolan and actually clean the body out. Very, very, very important. Right? So that is something that you need to get involved in there. One of the issues too as well, or the questions that I should ask, is that they were asking as it relates to the blood count situation, right? We also carry unsulfured blackstrap molasses. Now, not all molasses is created equally, as you should realize. So you want unsulfured blackstrap molasses, which you carry at Batson Associates, and very reasonably priced at that too. So it's something that, you know, once we recommend it and when we put it into your regime as to how to use it, I normally recommend you use a tablespoon in 1 cup of your tea, whether it's the circulation tea, kidney tea, the gastro tea, the liver tea, prostate tea, manna tea. You put that in it and you use it, and you would see some amazing results where that is concerned. So that was just to help you to understand, you know, the importance of really taking care of yourself. Very, very important. You have a question?
Okay, yeah, there's a question. Can a 17-year-old male use the colloidal silver, and do you have to do a cleanse before taking the silver?
No, not necessarily. You have to take a cleanse before using the silver. And yes, a 17-year-old could use it. In fact, children could use it. They put it in the eyes of newborn babies to ensure that they do not have any blindness as a result of STIs that their mother may have been infected with. Because you know, if a female is infected with things like chlamydia and those things that she gives birth, in a matter of seconds, the child will end up blind, right? If it is, they do not treat them immediately. And that's one of the things that we are actually able to assist in because of how we have the eye optics formula now. And then some new eye products going to be coming in a short while. Okay, so yes, you have a question?
Yes, we have another question because you seem very close to that.
Definitely.
Can Dr. Batson explain what COVID does to the lungs and if it kills?
Well, the thing is, there's something known as long COVID. What you have to understand, the coronavirus is a virus that specifically targets the respiratory system. So it means if it's coming for you, as they say, hot and heavy. So that's what I'm making joke. So what you need to do, you will find that if you do not have a certain level of health, you wouldn't last long. You wouldn't last long at all. And I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. And I've seen it happen because your foundation is poor. You need to work on the foundation. You need to work on your digestion. You need to work on your hormonal imbalance. You need to work on your hydration. I don't know what language. Well, I can only speak English. I tell people linguistics was never my thing. Right? What other language you want me to tell you all to stop, to drink enough water and stop drinking cold water? What language you want me to tell you? I only know English and well something else, but that's un-Christian. that's on everything there. Yeah, they'll show me off the radio. So you know you need to really pay attention to that. And you know, 2022, God's willing, is a new year. We don't know what God has in store, but you know, at the end of the day, you work and do what it is you need to do. And you know, as they say, do good and good will follow you, right? So, you know, that's something you want to pay attention to in terms of some of the products we have at Batson Associates. My favorite product for 2022, or 2021, sorry, was Nerve Restore. I really, really like that product. It's a new product, but it really, really did well, exceptionally well, when it stood up among things like Santolan and the water. Nerve Restore is a product that has adaptogenic abilities. If you have a sleeping problem, if you have an anxiety problem, you have a depression problem, you have worries, that is the product for you. Take what I tell you. You'll be very, very satisfied. You'll be sleeping like a baby. Watch me. Right now, we only accumulating testimonies. There isn't anyone who used that product that didn't come back for it. It's called Nerve Restore. Cerebral Formula, we're going to get back in stock because they had an issue with that a while now. Very, very good product for memory, exceptionally well for things like memory, cognitive function, your sight, that type of thing, as well as the optimizer. All those help with, because optimizer is basically pine bark or pycnogenol, which is exceptionally good as an antioxidant. It helps with glutathione in the liver, it helps with your eyes, a lot of things that product is actually able to deal with. So that's something that you'd want to pay attention to. Please feel free to give. Okay, let me take this question before I continue.
Yeah, one more question. Well, actually, two more questions. This one related to dairy. What sort of impact does dairy has on milk?
Mostly a negative effect. Dairy is very inflammatory. It encourages inflammatory response. So if it is that you, for example, when you make smoothies, I don't put milk in the smoothie. Put a banana, you get some sea moss. I'm a big advocate of sea moss because of what it does to the musculoskeletal system. It has over 96 different minerals. Your body have 106. So you almost cover everybody there by using that. So it's a matter of, as I said, being proactive as opposed to being reactive. If you have a situation where you're not urinating properly, I suggest you visit Batson and Associates. You have a problem? Let me say this very quickly. Kidney patients, you all don't listen. And that's why plenty of you always end up on that dialysis machine. If you are diabetic, if you are hypertensive, your numbers starting to accelerate, you don't like how they're looking, they're climbing. Do not put God out of your thoughts and wait until you have serious problems to come to Batson and Associates. If you give me a creatinine bond high, I could still deal with that. I could help you. But you see, from the time they put that device inside you, you're in problems. You're in rare problems. So try your best and understand that and start to take better care of yourself where those things are concerned. We have a question?
Yeah, this was another question related to numbers. Someone said that they've been trying to call a number on Facebook with Facebook.
Which number are they calling? Did they provide the number? Those numbers again are 314-9975 or 222-8261. Okay?
But they can also drop your line on Facebook.
Yes, they can. Definitely. Let me see. Kathleen Ishmael. Yes, Nerve Restore is a great product. Yes, it is definitely. Annie Grant. Nerve Restore, boss. That product really impressive. So that's something you need to look at. We also have the Eye Optics formula, very good for eyes. Helps with things like cataract, glaucoma, Detox retina, those type of things. So and then we get in some new eye drops, we get in some new teas. You know, I'm keeping you all busy. I'm keeping you all on your P's and your Q's. All right. A question has been asked by Jody Fuel. Could pregnant women drink the alkagen water? Yes, they can. In fact, I recommend it. You'll end up with a healthier baby. Could pregnant women drink the alkagen or water? Yes, correct. So those telephone numbers again, 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. Yes. Okay.
So we have one more minute, one more question as we wrap up.
All right.
This is from someone who suffered a broken ankle
and
had surgery to correct it.
Right.
That was 3 weeks ago, and she's now experiencing uncomfortable burning sensations. Well,
that is to be expected, you know, because remember you did a surgery, right? So it means that whatever they did there is going to interfere with the nerve and the nerve ending. So you're going to get some discomfort. 3 weeks too early, you know, to throw the towel in the or throw your hands in the air. Give yourself a good 2 months. What I suggest you do is use foods that will help your body heal faster than normal. So you want fish, you want a lot of things like your ground provision, vegetables. At Batson and Associates, we carry the inflammation formula that's going to help you The advanced omega with the krill, we have that as well. So we have things. So it's a matter of getting into that scenario and that situation and start correcting it. Okay, so let me give you those telephone numbers quickly because we're very close to being out of time. The telephone number again is 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314-9975. That's 314-9975. And those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. We also on the corner of Ramsey Trace and the SS Erie Main Road in Baby, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James. As we always say at Batson and Associates, if you think health is expensive, try sickness. If you think education is expensive, try ignorance. God bless you. The listeners of 103.1, again, have a happy 2022. Be safe, take care of yourself and your family. And God bless until next week, Thursday. Take care.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This program came to you with the best wishes of Batson and Associates. 11:30 on 103.1.
Okay, good. So Facebook family, I'm not staying on too long with you guys. I just want to highlight some questions that you guys wanted. So Ms. Michelle Begans is asking, good day, doc. What you have for numbness, tingling, burning in legs, especially when it is cool? It has a venous ulcer on the left leg also, what you have with inflammation. Okay, so you have some situations there. Well, the thing is, you're dealing with a situation where you have poor circulation, obviously. So it means that's one of the reasons why you're getting things like pins and needles, cramping in your cars, burning under your feet. So it means, again, that you need to address that situation from the root aspect, right? Excuse me. And in that particular case, it means that you need to use like inflammation formula, alkagen water, the nerve restore. That's also something that's going to help you as well. All right, Rudy D4 Smith is asking, what causes your fingertip to feel numb? Same thing as I said, poor circulation. Remember, these are circulation in the extremities, the tips of your fingers, the tips of your toes. So if it is you're not getting circulation in them fellas, you can imagine what's going on, closer to the body. You could imagine what is going on. It means that you need to pay very close attention to that. You're going to end up in some problems. Okay, let me see. Okay, Avalon London. Happy New Year. Question, are there any side effects of taking Santolan 16 ounces at a time if you are on the go? I found when I take such a big dose, it makes me feel strange. Yeah, what you could do is you could do 1 8-ounce glass, or maybe you do 2 8-ounce glasses, one in the morning, one in the night. Because I am on Santolan right now, and the thing is, when you drink it like that, because Santolan is a strong product, it's effective, but it is strong. So what I normally do, I would take a 16-ounce, and I found when I drink it, because I mixed it really strong, I found it gave me, so sometimes I get a little lightheadedness, but the thing is, once you don't overuse it in terms of the amount, so know yourself, some people would require 8 ounces. Some people 12 ounces, some people 16 ounces, some people 2 ounces for the day, depending on the size of belly that you have. So that's something that you need to pay very, very close attention to. So let me let Facebook know, let me say thank you so very much to you guys for your continued support. I mean, I know I supporting you all this, you're supporting me, but what I like is that, within the last 2 years, our platform has grown so much. And, we have so many persons, most important being helped, and most important, getting results. And that to me is one of the best out of everything else. Everything else to come after. So on that note, let me tell you guys that I am leaving. I have some things to go and see about. I am on Akashvani, 106.1 FM from 12:15 today. We'll be streaming that on Instagram, however. So you'll have to check us out on Instagram. And of course, stay tuned for what we have to bring for you guys. A lot of programs coming up, a lot of new products and services, so that's something to look forward to. So Facebook, family, always a pleasure to be in your company. Keep in mind those telephone numbers. You can give us a call on 222-8261. That's 222-8261, as well as 314 9975. That is 314-9975. Those locations, we are located on the first floor of Money Talks building. That is Money Talks building in Montrose, Chaguanas. We are also on the corner of Ramsamooch Trace and the SS Erin Main Road, as well as Red Edge Mall, Western Main Road, St. James and Tobago is the Triangle building in Scarborough, Tobago. Always a pleasure, my people, my family. Take care of yourself. God bless. Until Sunday, please God. Sunday, I have a power-packed program for you guys. 2 nice hours. So get your questions prepared. And, of course, look out for us on social media. We are Batson and Associates Limited on Facebook. We are Batson and Associates TT on Instagram. And on YouTube, we are Batson and Associates Trinidad. God bless you guys and enjoy the rest of your Thursday morning.